Happy holidays, everyone, and welcome to Sam's Cool Colors. Today, to celebrate Christmas, we are going to color in this page of a Christmas tree, and we're going to do it in a very colorful way. To do that, we're going to use 7 colors, and today I am going to use Prismacolor markers, but feel free to use anything you may have in your art box. If it's crayons, colored pencils, or any other type of markers, you can feel free to use those. We'll go through each color step by step. And if you want to follow along with me, take a look in the description below where you'll see a link so you can download and print this page and you can follow along at home. So let's jump right in. With our first color, we're going to use a red. So any color red you might have, find that in your art box. And we're going to use our colors throughout the coloring page in a couple of different areas to make this a really nice, fun, colorful Christmas tree. So when you have your red in your hand, let's start out by using the red in these areas right over here. So on our Christmas tree, you can see we have a lot of fun, exciting things going on where we have some ornaments, we have the star on the very top, and we also have these Christmas tree ribbons that go from side to side throughout our Christmas tree. So let's make all of these ribbons red. And take your time. You can see how these are angled and they go in a very curved direction across our Christmas tree. And as we go along, if you stay to the end, we're going to continue to use multiple colors in different parts of our Christmas tree. That way at the very end, we have a really nice, fun, and exciting Christmas tree to look at. Okay, so you have one more ribbon that's going across. So if you want, I like to always start on the left side because it's a little bit easier for my hand. And you can go over, and it's a little easier for me to just follow along. You see how I have my hand angled in this direction, but you can feel free to use any angle that works for your hand, and then just go all the way across. Very nice. And if you're following along with me at home, feel free to use any color you may want to change with this coloring page. It's just to have a great product that looks really nice at the end and is very colorful. So let's also use our red in one more spot. Underneath our Christmas tree, we have a little small rug. So let's go ahead and color the inside of that rug red as well. So here, I want you to be very careful. So by doing that, you could just go ahead and take your time, nice and easy, and leave the outside. You see here, the outside of that rug is white. Let's leave that white so we can have a 2-color look to that particular rug. Underneath, you have a very thin line on this coloring page underneath the tree. So just work your way around that very carefully. And we are almost done with our little rug underneath our colorful Christmas tree. So next, let's go ahead and use our red for one more spot, okay? And that's going to be on one of the ornaments. You see how all of these ornaments have different designs on them? We'll use a lot of our colors to mix in those designs. So let's use red here, and you can again mix these colors any way you want. So any of the colors that you're using, feel free to substitute, but I'm going to use red right over here. And once we finish with this piece, we will be finished with our red color. So you can set your red to the side. Let's go ahead and use our next color, which is going to be a fun pink color or purple color. So you can substitute. This is sort of a pink and purple mix. It's called Rhodamine from Prismacolor. If you have this color, great. But if you don't, get any color that looks similar to this if you want to follow along exactly with the same colors, or substitute for your own. So we're going to start having some real fun and just moving around our different ornaments so we can mix these colors up. So this ornament here that has a star, on this coloring page, I am going to go ahead and color this in with this bright color. So you see how this color really pops off the page. It gives you a mix of really pink and purple tones, and it sort of reminds me of like a hot pink. So if you have a hot pink, which is like a bright pink, you can use that and it'll do a beautiful job for your coloring page. Then on this ornament here, you see how we have some circles. I want to go ahead and color those circles in with this same color. Again, we're going to just have some fun and make this a really colorful Christmas tree. So we're moving around our page, and now let's use the same color right over here. So you see this ornament has a section in the middle that goes from left to right. Let's make that the same color. Beautiful. So now let's keep moving and let's go ahead and use our third color, which is going to be blue. So let's go ahead and use any blue you have. This is a bright blue, and it's called True Blue for Prismacolor, but if you have any blue, that'll work great. Let's go ahead and go to the very top of our tree where you see the first ornament, and let's go in these little sections here that are within the ornaments that are not the circles. Let's try to get in these little spaces here. And just take your time. You can see I'm going very, very slowly, especially around some of the smaller circles. And if you're using crayons, you may want to sharpen your crayons just a little bit just to get them with a finer point at the very tip. So that way it's easier to get in here. And if you're using markers, sometimes you have markers that have a very thin point at the top, so you can get in there very easily. So now we're going to use this same blue in a couple of different areas. Let's use it on some of the ornaments that are on the bottom. So right over here, let's make this ornament blue, and wherever we see a circle on this one, let's make that circle blue. So we're starting to mix and match and have a great time just being creative. And I encourage you all out there to be as creative as you want with these colors. Again, you do not have to use the same exact colors I do, and I would be interested to see what colors you use. Let me know in the comments. Now with this blue, one more area, let's use our blue right over here. So in this ornament, we're going to make the top and the bottom blue as well. And as we go through, you'll start to see how all of these wonderful colors work together in a beautiful way. Excellent. So now we've used our blue. Let's try to use our next color in a few different ornaments again. Let's use orange. So if you have any orange, grab that, and let's go ahead back to the top of our ornaments and let's color in the rest of that ornament with the orange. So any of the areas in this ornament that are uncolored, you just want to go ahead and color those in. Beautiful. Very, very nice. You're all doing a great job. And now that this ornament is finished, let's skip down to this area here and let's color in this ornament, the rest of it, with orange. So a lot of our ornaments, actually all of our ornaments, the fun part about them is we're going to color them in all with at least 2 different colors. So no ornament is just one color alone. It's going to all have multiple colors. And that's why our Christmas tree is going to be a fun, colorful Christmas tree for the Christmas holiday. Excellent. So now we've colored in 2 ornaments using orange as well. Let's go and now go ahead and use our brown. So we have the bottom of our Christmas tree here. Let's use any brown color that you might have in your art box. And we can go ahead and just color this in this little section down here. You see that? Very easily, very quickly. Color this in brown. And then we will use our final 2 colors on our coloring page together. And let's go ahead, and if you want to pause the video just to take a little extra time, feel free to do that. Okay, beautiful. So now we have 2 colors left. The first color we're going to use is going to be for the inside of our tree. So for that will be our green. So any green you have in your art box, you can go ahead and use. This is called grass green. That's part of Prismacolor markers, but any green is going to work great on your coloring page. So what we can do is let's go ahead and start from the top, and we can just work our way down. So here you want to just be careful when you get towards those ornaments or when you get towards those edges. But once you're there, you can just move towards the middle, and you have a lot more room to work with. And then you can start to move a little faster. But again, as you get to the ornaments, you see how I'm getting close to one of the ornaments? I encourage you to just move a little slower. Taking your time in art is very important. So that way you can just have a beautiful page at the end. And I am going around here. And then once I get to the edges, again, I slow down just a little bit, just to make sure I have a nice, neat coloring page. Beautiful. So now the top of our tree is colored in. Let's do the same thing here with the inside of our Christmas tree. And we're going to continue to move along. And this coloring page of a Christmas tree is just so much fun because you have so many different things that are on this beautiful Christmas tree, which makes it really fun to color. So that's why I wanted to show you all this page and do it together with you. I think the only thing missing from this page, and you tell me if you agree, are some presents on the bottom of the coloring page, right? There's no presents on the bottom. It would be nice to have some presents on the bottom of this Christmas tree, because Christmas is all about family, friends, and wonderful gifts, wonderful presents. All right, so we are now almost finished here with the second part of our Christmas tree. And we're going to just continue to take our time. And once we're finished with this color, we have one more exciting color left. So hang in there and we'll do it together. We'll finish this tree together. And if you used any different colors, let me know. I'd like to know what colors you use on your tree for the holiday season. All right, so we're almost there. And the tricky part is always going to be, because we have so many fun ornaments on this page, the trickiest part is going to be just trying to slow down to color around those areas, right? That's the trickiest part. So once you get more and more comfortable with that, coloring becomes so much easier and so much more fun, because you're a lot more confident in what you can do with your coloring tools in your art box. And what's nice is, as we continue to move down on our tree and we color more and more of our Christmas tree, the colors of our ornaments start to come out even more, because this green is complementing all of those different colorful ornaments that we have on our tree. So you can feel free to make your ornaments as colorful as you would like, because then this tree becomes even that much prettier at the very end. Wonderful. So let's get this last section finished up together, and then we can get that last color on our page. Excellent. And now I'm going to just go around this way, coloring as I go. And our tree is starting to be even more ready for Christmas Day. All right, so now let's finish out this last little piece here. And again, if I'm moving a little too fast, you can always hit pause on the video and come right back. And then we meet up again together and finish with our last color. And now what we can do is get our final color ready to go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Great work, everyone. So for our last color, let's use yellow. So take a look in your art box and find any yellow that you might have. And we're going to use that on the last few spots that are missing on our colorful Christmas tree. So let's start out at the very top. You see the big star that we have? Let's use our yellow right there to begin with this color. And here you can just have a great time coloring in that big, beautiful star at the very top. You can use any color you like, but I like yellow because it's such a bright, beautiful color. And a lot of times we do see those stars at the top of the Christmas tree as a yellow color. So let's color that in. And as we move down your Christmas tree page, let's use yellow in a few more areas. Right over here, remember we left these little spots on this ornament white. We are going to use yellow there in all of those little areas that are white right now. Let's make them all yellow. And this yellow is going to now make our entire Christmas tree even more colorful. Now let's use it on the star. So we have our star on top. This ornament had a cute little star there. Let's go ahead and use it on this one as well. And we have one more ornament that's missing a color here at the very bottom. So let's go ahead and color in around that blue color with that same yellow. So now we see how all of these ornaments have multiple colors on them. Beautiful. So now we finished coloring in our colorful Christmas tree together using 7 colors. I hope you all had a great time today. And if you did, be on the lookout for more Sam's Cool Colors episodes coming your way. I look forward to seeing you all next time.